The global electric vehicle supply chain is bracing for impact following Zimbabwe's sudden announcement to halt all lithium or exports indefinitely. This aggressive policy shift, which included the immediate grounding of cargo ships already at sea, has triggered an instant surge in lithium carbonate prices. While mining companies with established operations saw their stock prices climb, battery manufacturing giants like CTL experienced a notable dip as investors weighed the cost of this massive disruption. This decision by the African nation is far from a spontaneous move. It is a calculated strategy to force industrial evolution. Zimbabwe, which holds approximately 126 million tons of lithium resources and ranks as the world's fourth-largest producer, no longer wishes to be a mere supplier of raw rocks. The government is now mandating that any company wishing to export must possess both mining rights and local processing facilities. By moving up the deadline from the originally planned year of 2027, Zimbabwe is effectively demanding that high-value manufacturing jobs and profits stay within its borders. The ripple effects for the Chinese market are particularly acute. As the world's leading consumer of lithium, China relies on Zimbabwe for roughly 1 out of every 6 to 7 tons of raw material used in its battery production. This sudden severed supply line represents a nearly 20% reduction in raw material availability for the industry. In the near term, this move creates a divide within the energy sector. Large-scale mining companies like Huayu Cobalt and Sinomine, which have already invested in local processing plants, find their market position strengthened. However, smaller companies that lack the capital to build factories on foreign soil face a potential raw material drought. Ultimately, the weight of these rising costs falls on battery manufacturers and, eventually, the consumers. The shock underscores a growing global trend. Resource-rich nations are awakening to their leverage. As the world transitions toward green energy, the era of cheap raw materials is ending, and the bills for future electric vehicles may reflect the true cost of this geopolitical shift.